Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing the Ruler of Books tag, mostly just because I want to and also because I fancy myself a queen. I wasn't officially tagged by anybody in this video, or I wasn't tagged by anyone to do this tag, but I mean, technically Amanda Center tagged me because she tagged everybody in the end of her video, so I mean, like, that counts, right? That counts. I'll link her channel down below because I really like her videos and I think she's really swell. Keep in mind though, I don't have answers to all of the questions and I might just wing it, so just keep that in mind. The first question is, what book would you make everybody read? I've said it before, I have a whole video about this book which I'll link down below, but I mean, like, if I had to specifically name a book, it would be I Am Malayla by Malayla Yousafzai. It's about a Muslim girl, and technically I think, like, I would recommend that people just read a book from somebody that has a different perspective from their own. So, like, if you don't like LGBT people, maybe you should read a book from their perspective so you can see the different side of something, or like where if you live, if there's like big tension, like for my country, living in America, there's big tension with mostly ISIS, but a lot of people have been declaring like war on like Muslim state, and so like just like a book from a different perspective than your own really is all I'm trying to say. 2. What book would you abolish in construction? Okay, so the thing, I wouldn't really abolish it, but I would make it standard in all books. Well, maybe not all books. Okay. I'll just get to it. So, like, I read Throne of Glass, and there was a pronunciation guide for character names in the back, and I've noticed in a lot of fantasy books, especially high fantasy like that, there's a pronunciation guide or some kind of index in the back of the book. And so, like, I'll go through an entire book struggling, trying to figure out how to pronounce these names, and then I'll get to the end of the book and I'll find this like pronunciation guide or like an index that explains things better, and it'll just be like So I think if I could have the say, I would either put something up like at the very beginning of the book, like here's chapter 1, like the page before would be like index, pronunciation guide, blah 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 in the back, or potentially I would just move the pronunciation guide to the front of the book so that you knew it was there, and I would make it standard pretty much for almost all books, but specifically like fantasy sci-fi books where you have like a whole new world that could have potentially like different languages and just made up words and stuff and uncommon names. Like, oh, it drives me so crazy. So yeah, I would do the whole pronunciation guide thing. So I'm gonna change, I guess I changed that question a little bit. Number 3, what author would you commission to write a new book? Okay, so it'd be cool if, I mean, technically both authors I have in mind technically are already writing new books, but specifically George R. R. Martin. I'd like him to, you know, finish the Game of Thrones series soon, which I know he's trying, but I mean, like, patience is not my virtue. And then the second author would be Brandon Sanderson, and he's always writing new books, but I would specifically like him to do the sequel to Warbreaker because he announced that he's gonna do it, and like if he could get right on that, I think it's gonna be called Nightblood, and I'm like, can we get on this? Can we do this now? Can we? So yeah, those are the 2 authors that come to mind for me. Number 4. What book would you demote to the library basement? I don't know. I probably, if I had to pick a book, I think I would pick Lord of the Flies because I absolutely hated Lord of the Flies. Like, I had to read the first page. I remember like reading the first page, specifically like the first like 3 or 4 sentences, so many times, like easily 20 times, trying to just like get myself into this book, and then like the rest of it was just downhill. And I'm not a fan of Lord of the Flies, don't think it's very good. So I guess, I mean, like, I don't really want to abolish a book because everybody has different stuff and like freedom of the press. I would make room, like maybe get rid of some like non-fiction books and bring in more room for more fantasy novels, because I like the fantasy. Number 5. What cover artist would you commission to make a Muriel? Oh. There are so many covers that I like that I can't pick one, and I don't even think I really own any of like the really good covers that I like. But it's really popular in quite a few different like publishers and book series and stuff, and it's like the white background with like the watercolor on the front. Any of those artists could totally paint me like a really big piece of work. Be down for that. 100% down. Like, actually, you know what, thinking about it, all books maybe for a time being could maybe have, you know, some more watercolor art on the front, because I'm really digging it. Number 6, what character's face would you put on a coin? Oh shit. I don't think I would put any character's face on a coin. Like, I don't even, like, I don't know. I don't really care about the faces on the coins, you know? Like, as long as the currency works, you could really put anybody's face on it. Maybe we could put like a dragon, because that would encompass a great many books, like just a general dragon, because dragons are cool. I like dragons. We put dragons on coins, or like fairies would be pretty cool too. I don't know. And then number 7, what book would you award the Ruler of Books 2016 prize to? So here's the thing, I don't read a lot of new books, so I don't know. Maybe like I really enjoyed Warbreaker, but I also really just enjoyed Mistborn. It'd be a fantasy novel for sure, probably by Brandon Sanderson. Maybe just like the original Game of Thrones book, because like that was packed with some serious shit. That's a horrible thing to say, but that was packed with like some really great quotes and life lessons and morals, and I think it was the most eloquently and beautifully written of those books. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, if we're just talking about books I read this year, it would probably be a Sanderson novel. It would probably be Warbreaker, because I think I liked Warbreaker better than I liked Mistborn so far. So yeah, I'd probably pick Warbreaker, but maybe Mistborn. I don't know. I don't like picking favorites. I love all the books, especially the fantasy books. All about that life. So yeah, that was me horribly answering questions about books that I wasn't really prepared for. I don't know, I hope you enjoyed it, didn't find it too awkward, or maybe you found it super awkward but in an endearing, loving way. That's my cranky baby waking up from her nap, so I kind of gotta go now because she's cranky. Huh? I'm not happy to be awake. I hear. Can you say bye-bye to camera? You want to say bye-bye to camera? No? Can mommy say bye-bye to camera? Alright guys,